This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last season's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just their quarterbacks, running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Nice grab. It's Washington. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Finds his man. It's Washington. He's tackled quickly. The yardage is good enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
The Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They draw first blood in this national title game. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Looking to throw in the first play of this championship game. Gets made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Tackle was made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead.
He's in the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point splits the uprights. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. Going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot.
Because we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Makes the catch downfield. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Sooners pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to chuck it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
The Sooners will line up now. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
He's running out of time here. Hit as he released it, and it falls incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the receiver's got it. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. With the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take it all the way. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. The receiver makes the catch. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Odom. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Breaking tackles. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Good pass to the flat to a receiver. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down.
A deep shot to the left side. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Sooners. They were not going to catch him that time. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so a little bit better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. It's an out route. The catch made. We bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitz.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Looking to throw yet again. He's got it. And that is enough for a first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Dogs pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Sure hands. It's Taylor. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
On third down, he drops to throw. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Second down and goal. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia, as they put 6 more on the board. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. You bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
And the Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He bought some time, now lets it go. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Warner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going to screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give the receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Caught by the receiver. They're able to get him down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. He got it. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's picked for a third time tonight. He breaks loose at the 40. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
They mix it up with a run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Sooners looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pass rush closing in. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Target, it's no good. The lead remains 10 after that miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! He brings him down, but it's a big play. All the way to the 43. The offense going with the hurry up.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Here we go. Fourth down. They'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
pass out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Grab by the receiver.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
He's looking deep here. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Breaks into the open. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Hand off to the back. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Again, he makes it second and medium. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains with that incompletion. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw.
Touchdown, Sooners. They continue to roll up the score.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The sure hands. It's Taylor. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks more than enough for a first down. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
He's running out of time here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He could go across midfield at the 30 now, past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the point after is right down the middle. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, it comes down to this. They need to create some fourth-quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Chris, just so impressive. And you know, as much focus as there is on quarterbacks and wide receivers in the passing game, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, there's going to come a critical third down where you got to rely on your offensive line. The opponent knows you're going to run. You still do it. They convert, and I think that may be it.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.